Good day, YouTube. JD here, your new sub for Tuesdays. This week we are supposed to do our formal introduction video and basically say who we are. Personally, I am more of a geeky type person. I do a lot of research and read a lot of articles about random science things. I'm really into just getting as much useless information as possible and keeping it stuck in my brain for as long as I can. Now, this information isn't really useless, but I decided to do a quick lookup to find out if there were any pagan gods for Tuesday, and it turns out that Tuesdays are war gods, and if my notes are correct, the two of the most prominent war gods would be Mars and Ares. Just a real interesting fact from doing a little bit of research on that. Speaking of war, I'm a bit of a film critic. I do try to see as many films as I can. I recently saw a film, American Sniper. In the American Sniper film, it's got a lot of problems, but it did have a few philosophical undertones. One of my favorites was a part where the father kind of instills in his son this idea that there are three types of people in the world, and he says to his son, there's sheep, there's sheepdogs, and then there's wolves. And he tells his son that if his son becomes a wolf, he's going to beat him. And basically, the main idea of the story is that sheepdogs exist to protect sheep from wolves, and wolves are the bad people in the world, people who would be considered pure evil. And I personally feel that kind of hit a chord with me because I kind of see myself as being more of a sheepdog. I don't like to see people being harmed. I don't like to stand by and do nothing when they're basically being taken advantage of, or someone is totally just doing something wrong with somebody. So I see myself as a sheepdog. That strong drive to protect people pretty much pushed me into energy work. When I was a kid, my mother was a prison guard, and every day she would go into this maximum security prison with all these violent criminals, and I would give her a hug. But before I gave her the hug, I would create this imaginary ball of yellow light that would come from me and cover her and protect her while she was at work. And a few months after that, I started to develop the characteristic tingling sensations that a lot of energy work people are familiar with, and that pretty much pushed me into energy work and the energy work of protecting people. I'm also a big fan of paranormal shows. I ended up finding a small group to join, and we've gone on one investigation, and that's a whole other story. It's pretty spectacular to actually get out there and see if we can document spirit contact. I'm also an avid gamer and reader. I read all kinds of science fiction books and things of that nature. As far as gaming, I play anything from online massively multiplayer games to first-person shooters to just basic action games, fighting games. I meditate frequently, and I do shamanic journeys. They probably want to look at my personal channel so that way I can talk more about that, more of the shamanic journey angle. And lastly, I'm a part-time film student. I have a focus on screenwriting, although I was trained and did do a number of classes for shot composition and sound and things of that nature. I believe that covers everything. So thanks for watching, and blessed be.